Today's topic is about proper and improper fractions, but especially we will focus on multiplication with the fractions, as the fractions may be proper or improper. Then few problems based on proper and improper fractions, as on the screen you can see that a number, that is a whole number, is multiplied with a fraction. So below the question a statement is given to multiply a whole number with a proper or improper fraction. We multiply the whole number with the numerator of the fraction, keeping the denominator same. So if we are multiplying 2 with 5/3, so 2 is a whole number and 5 is the numerator, then we will multiply 2 with 5 and keeping the denominator same, so answer will be 10/3. So you should remember this, as it's very easy and important. Second में, and in the second one 3 is multiplied by 8/7. So 3 is a whole number and 8 is the numerator. Now 3 is multiplied by 8. Okay. Similarly, in the third one 4 is multiplied by 7/5 here. So 4 is multiplied by 7. We will not do anything with the 5 because the whole number is multiplied with numerator only and keeping the denominator same. So I hope you understood this, and let me write the answer of both these. So for the first one, 3 multiplied by 8/7, as I can write in this way. According to rule, 3 is multiplied by 8, that is 24/7. So this is the answer. Now what about second one, that is 4 multiplied by 7/5. Here we multiply 4 by 7 because 7 is the numerator. So you can also consider 4 as 4/1. It's also right. So multiply 4 with 7, we get 28, and multiply 1 by 5, we get 5. Okay. If you don't understand, then you can convert 4 into a fraction, as you can say a rational number. So it becomes 4/1. Now it becomes easier, little bit easier, and you can do it very easily. Next one is when we multiply a mixed fraction by a whole number, then first convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction and then multiply. So here is a very important thing, that is we have to follow 2 steps. First, convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction and then multiply. Now this concept is used in this example, as 3 is multiplied by 2 and 5/7. As you can see, 3 is the whole number and 2 5/7 is a mixed fraction. So first it is converted into an improper fraction. So 3 multiply. Now the fraction becomes 19/7 because you multiply 7 by 2, as it is 14, and plus 5, that is 19/7. Finally 3 is multiplied by 19, as it is the numerator. So 19 3s are 57. We will write 57/7, and this is the improper fraction, and we will convert into a mixed fraction. So I hope you know how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed fraction, and this is the answer, 8 and 1/7. Next one is 2 multiplied by 4 and 2/5. So first convert the mixed fraction into improper. 4 and 2/5, this one in the blue circle, is converted as this one, because 5 4s are 20 plus 2 becomes 22/5, and this 2 is multiplied by 22. So it becomes, now first 2 multiply 2 with 5, okay, multiply, okay, here 2 is a whole number and 22 is the numerator, so we will multiply this one. Now it becomes 44, and we will keep the numerator as it is, and in the denominator 5 will remain. So multiplying 22 by 2 we get 44 upon 5, and this is the answer. Alright, in the next, here is an interesting question which is based upon some figures. Okay, now see the first block, some circles are given and we have to shade the parts according to the given fraction. Now first question is half of the circles in the box. Okay, so half of the circles in the box means how many circles are there, count them, and then count half of them, then shade them. Okay, so there are total 12 circles. Now half of the circles in the box, half of means this is half and half of the circles, so total circles are 12. Now to find the value of this one, the off is converted into multiply. Remember always, when you are studying about fractions and mathematical operations and this off word comes somewhere, it means it is multiply. So we will convert off into multiply and we'll put the number of circles. As you can see, if we cut them we get 6, and obviously half means just half of the whole, so 6 circles can be shaded, any 6 you can choose. Now the answer is 6 circles, and you can shade them or color them according to yourself. Second one is 2 upon 5 of the triangles. So this 2 upon 5 is also called 2/5. Okay, so 2/5 of the triangles. Now as you can see in second box, how many triangles? Total 9, and 2 by 3 of the triangles, so of means multiply, and total triangles are 9. As you can cut 9 by 3, that is 3. Finally 2 3 becomes 6. Okay, so the 2/5 of 9 is 6. Here you have to color or shade any 6 triangles. Remember, this is 6. Okay, in the previous one that was half, and in this one that is 2/3. Now in third part, this one, that is 3/5 of the squares. Okay, so 3/5 means we will write 3 upon 5. Now how many squares are there? Okay, there are 5 and 5 3 15. Total 15 squares are there. We can cut 15 by 5, this is 3, and 3 3 9. So finally we have come to know that 9 squares are to be colored. Okay, any 9 squares you can color or can shade them. This will be your answer. So as you can see that fractions are very important in our day-to-day life, and there are various practical examples which we can experience, and a very important part of mathematics. Next, find. Okay, find half of. Now I will tell you first part, half of 24 and half of 46. There are two questions. We have to find half of both of these. Now I am solving part A. So half of, it is written half of 24. Now as I told you, of is converted into multiply. So we write multiplication here, and 24. As you know, if we cut them we get 12. So the answer is 12. Okay, in this way you will write 12. This is the right process to solve this question. Now what about second? It is 46. So half of 46 means half into 46, and half means just without any calculation you can do it mentally. Okay, so just make half. Obviously half of 46 is 23, so you can write 23 and that is 23. It means half of 46 is just 23. Actually calculating half of any number is much easier than other fractions. For example 2/5 or 2/3. Doing half is much easier. Now second is about 3/4. Okay, it's different than first one. So I am going to tell you 3/4 of 16. We will write 3/4. This is of means multiply 16. Okay, as you can see, you can cut 16 by 4, adds 4 for the 16 and multiply 3 by 4, that is 12. So 3/4 of 16 is 12. Okay, next is 3/4 of 36. This part 3/4 of 36. So we write 3/4 of means multiply and 36. Again 4 9 ja 36 and we can multiply 3 9 ja 27, and this is the answer. It means we can say that 3/4 of 36 is 27. Now it's interesting, isn't it? Okay, further, this is very important example. In a class 40 students, class of 40 students means there are total 40 students. 1/5 of the total number of students like to study English, means 1/5 students like English, and 2/5 of the total like studying mathematics, and the remaining study like to science. Okay, so the first question is how many students like to study English. Okay, see, we want to find the number of students who study English. As you can see in the question, the fraction of the students who want to study English is 1/5. It is given in the question, means 1/5 of 40 or 1/5 of 40. So we will calculate and find the answer. Here in the solution, total number of students is 40, and of these 1/5 of the total number of students like to study English. Okay, so 40 as in next slide. So of is converted into multiply here. Okay, this one, and 40 can be cut by 5 8 times because 5 8 is 40. So number of students who like to study English is 8. Okay, out of 40 total students are 8 who want to study English. And second and third, see what is the third question. What fraction of the total number of students like to study science? As you can see, remaining students like science, so no value is given, and ultimately we can say that the number of students who like English and mathematics is 8 plus 16. So before solving the third part, we must know how many students like English and maths both. Then we will add them and subtract from 40. So here by the same method we will find the students who like to study maths. Those are 24, and the number of students who like science is 40 minus 24, that is 16, and the required fraction is 16/40. As you know that in earlier videos I told you, if you want to convert a number into fractions, in the numerator we will write the selected parts, and in the denominator we will write the total parts. So here the answer is 16/40. Okay, now the question is there, Vidya and Pratap went for a picnic. Okay, their number their mother gave them a water bottle that contained 5 liters of water. Vidya consumed 2/5 of the water and Pratap consumed the remaining water. So first question, okay, it's similar to the previous questions. How much water did Vidya drink? As you can see that the amount of water is 5 liter. So there is 5 liter water and Vidya consumed 2/5 of the water. 2/5 means it is 2 upon 5, of means multiply. So it is 2/5 of the 5 liter total, because in the bottle there is 5 liter. As you can see, 5 can be cut with 5 and remaining is 2. So we will write 2 liter. It means Vidya will drink 2 liter of water and Pratap consumed the remaining, means Pratap will consume the remaining amount of water. So you can see that total is 5 and Vidya consumed 2 liter. So remaining amount of water is 3 liter and 3 liter means Pratap will drink 3 liters of water out of 5. So the fraction of the water that the Pratap will drink is 3 upon 5. Okay, now this is the answer. Actually we have converted sometimes whole numbers into fractions and fractions into whole numbers. All right, next one, multiply and express a mixed fraction. Okay, here a whole number is multiplied by a mixed fraction as in the first part. So first convert the mixed fraction into improper, then multiply finally, and again convert the improper fraction into mixed. So 5 and 1 upon 5 is converted as 26 upon 5. So this is 26 upon 5 multiplied by 3 means the 3 is multiplied by numerator. So it becomes 78 upon 5 and we have to do division. So 78 is divided by 5, we get 15 upon, this is 15 and 3 upon 5, means this value which is given in the question 3 multiplied by 5 and 1 upon 5 in the form of a mixed fraction is equal to 15 and 3 upon 5. Alright. Similarly, second can be also solved as the mixed fraction 6 3 upon 4 is converted as 27 upon 4. Here multiply by 5 we get 135 upon 4. After division we can find the answer as it is 33 and 3 upon 4. So it's also a very important question. You must know how to convert a whole number with a fraction or how to multiply a whole number with a mixed fraction. So whatever the fractions are, there are 3 cases. Either it is a proper fraction or improper fraction or a mixed fraction. Now few points I want to let you remember. Okay, if you want to multiply a whole number with a fraction, just multiply that number with the numerator only, not with the denominator, but you can convert this whole number as a fraction. Here 2 is multiplied by 5 and that becomes 10 and keep the denominator same. Every time if the fraction is a proper or improper doesn't matter. For example, it may be 2 and 3 upon 5. Here it is a proper fraction. Again you will multiply 2 with 3. It is 6 upon 5. So don't bother about it. What kind of fraction is there? Just multiply the whole number with the numerator only. Okay. And every time you multiply a whole number with a mixed fraction, like in the next slide, it is somewhere else. Okay. Now in this case, again mixed fraction can be converted into improper. Then follow the same method as 5 and 1 upon 5 is converted as 26 upon 5. Now it's simple, just multiply 3 with 26 as 78 upon 5. Now just do the division and finally write your answer in the form of mixed fraction, because mixed fractions are the combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. Okay, maybe is a combination of whole number and an improper fraction, but it is given in the question that multiply and express as a mixed fraction. So you have to see the question carefully. We have to write the answer in the form of mixed fraction. So you should end up to here as it is asked in the question. So every time you must read the question very carefully, then give your answer. Okay, I hope you got all the information properly and try to understand all the concepts, then give the answers of the questions in your assignment. Okay students, have a nice day. Thank you.